Acts 18:24-28. Meanwhile, a Jew named Apollos, a native of Alexandria, came to Ephesus. He was a learned man with a thorough knowledge of the Scriptures. He'd been instructed in the way of the Lord, and he spoke with great fervor, or with fervor in the Spirit, and taught about Jesus accurately, though he knew only the baptism of John. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue, and when Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they invited him to their home and explained to him the way of God more adequately. When Apollos wanted to go to Achaia, the brothers and sisters encouraged him and wrote to the disciples there to welcome him. When he arrived, he was a great help to those who by grace had believed, for he vigorously refuted his Jewish opponents in public debate, proving from the Scriptures that Jesus was the Messiah. Apollos, short for Apollonius, is a pretty popular name going back to the 3rd century BC genius poet and mathematician. So maybe that's like naming your kid Einstein. No pressure, but this guy's got it. Both the logios and the do-natos. That is, he's both learned, he's educated, he's got the logic brain, but he's also not just learned, he's also got the fervor, the do-natos, which is where we get our word dynamite, the power. Apollos is mentioned actually 8 times in 3 New Testament books, and there is some debate about what he knew and what he didn't. He taught Jesus correctly, but only knew John's baptism, but either way, he was great and needed a little guidance. I love the image of this married couple just training this zealous preacher. And let's not forget that Priscilla is likely the more prominent leader in the young movement, as she is consistently named first before her husband, actually 70% of the time. My favorite implication from this passage is the humility of Apollos. He's a pro, a straight veteran, zealous preacher, teacher, rabbi. He's got tribe in his blood, so he can tangle in the synagogue. You know he's got the Hebrew Scriptures memorized. He's got spiritual conviction, the intellect, the dynamite, all that, and he's totally wide open to being course corrected, and not just on minor stuff, but on salvation issues, on core doctrine. So the question comes to us, are we humble? Can we be corrected like Apollos? Not reluctantly, but eagerly welcoming that guidance. You know, humility is inspiring and it's contagious. Let's swallow our ego and pride like some good medicine and channel the heart of Apollos as he imitated the heart of Jesus.